Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
All right, podcast exclusive here.
Right.
Well, we'll talk about this tomorrow on the show.
Yes.
We're away. We're going away.
We are.
Yeah.
Not together.
No.
But we are both away at the same time, which worked out nicely.
Yeah, the Limmer family, you guys set the pace, and the Payne family has said, well, listen, if they're going away.
Good enough for the goose.
Yeah, we're going away as well. Now, you've got a very special event happening down in Melbourne.
Yeah.
It's all about car racing.
That's right. Bella particularly loves F1. She'd like to
Amazing.
work for them down the track.
I love the focus that she has.
Yeah, definitely. So we are, our whole family's like, right, one in, all in. So
Yep.
we're heading down to be part of the race.
Okay. So while that's going on, Benita and I are going to take a trip, whirlwind trip around Sydney and Kiama and visit some friends there.
Beautiful.
So we'll be doing that. So we're away from, we've got tomorrow's show Wednesday,
Yeah.
and then we're gone from the Thursday
Yes.
and the Friday.
Yes.
And then we have the weekend, and then we're away Monday and the Tuesday.
I know, we won't know ourselves.
And then we come back, and we've only got Wednesday and Thursday.
Yes.
And then Friday is Good Friday.
It's incredible.
So,
You're welcome.
yeah. We're playing luxury over here.
But it will be a show.
Yes.
Because, of course, the wonderful Matt Prater
Yes.
always comes in, and he's so good at filling in.
He is
so you'll
amazing.
be left in good hands.
Yeah, so you've got Matt Prater to look after you on Thursday and Friday, and then the following Monday and
And
Tuesday.
you're leaving him tasks, so...
Well, yeah. Well, one of the big tasks that we've got, you'll hear it today in the show. We've launched another Spin It or Bin It, the incredible river movement up against Shelley H and the Prophet. That'll all make sense when you hear the bits there. Well, Matt's going to be calling the shots.
He'll be the one to make that final call of
Yeah.
who is the winner. And
Yeah.
Profit there,
Yes.
I notice it's spelt Profit.
I know,
Which is
everybody-
annoying me. Surely it's the Profit
No,
PH.
because that his MC name, his name is Evan.
Okay.
Evan, a good friend of mine. His MC name comes from, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world?
Not being a prophet.
No.
Well, that's very confusing.
He doesn't claim to be. But it's a bit of a hip hop play on words, tricky.
I thought it might
wordsmith.
be either
Yes.
he's cool or he can't spell.
I know he's maybe a bit of both. I don't know, but you listen to the songs. Let us know. That's all happening on the social media at Vision Radio. Please go over there and vote for which song you like best: River Movement or Shelley H and the Prophet. And Matt will be calling that on Friday. We're giving him some homework to do. But enjoy the show. It's an absolute corker. You're going to love Franco on this one.
Yes.
He's a bit of my highlight on this week's on this today's episode. So enjoy that one.
Rise and shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
And look, the big question on my lips this morning,
Yes,
DJ.
yes.
How was the birthday?
Oh,
Did
the
you get
birthday!
cake?
Yeah, the birthday was good. Well, I've got to say, I'm on record of
Yes.
saying no one's been able to do a surprise party for me.
Oh, so yes.
I've had multiple-
Really?
over
You
the-
feel like no one's ever
Well,
accomplished it.
every there's been 3 attempts in my life to do a
Really?
surprise party, and I've spoiled every one.
Oh, that's
One in
horrible.
particular. I think it was my 21st. Everyone was waiting, couch,
Yeah.
as
you do.
waiting to jump out and saying surprise.
No.
Behind the thing. I came in the back door and surprised everybody
you're
else.
so mean.
I know.
You didn't even pretend.
No, I didn't even pretend. It's shocking. Well, I tell you, I'm on record of saying I walked upstairs
Yes.
yesterday, walked through the door into the the creative hub of Vision there with everybody up there, Robbo and the team. They were all wearing party hats and blowers and yelled out "Happy Birthday!" Totally surprised me. I walked in and was
There
like,
you
"Good
go.
morning," and then they all jumped out at me, and I was
That's
like,
great.
"All right, you win." I had no idea you were going to do
There
this.
we
So,
go. Vision.
Yeah. Vision
Well
comes.
done,
Yeah,
people.
Vision comes with the surprise. But no, it was a lovely day, and they had some cake. We ended up taking the cake to my mum's place last night.
Oh, Mrs. Payne.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
famous here now.
Now she is the wonderful Suzanne Agnes Eveline Payne, Nee Galvin, who is cooked up a storm. I thought we were just going to do some barbecue
You
chicks,
said.
chickens, and the old
Chickens?
the old chooks and the salad and a roll. She had made up a curry. She'd made up a lasagna. She'd balled up some broccoli.
Oh, that's enough for like
she had
6
naan bread
families.
and garlic bread. I know. Well, she's got my 3 boys to feed, so they,
She
clean
knows
her
what
right
she's
out.
doing.
Yeah. She had the custard. She had
Oh, wow.
a beautiful plum crumble. Oh, that was amazing afterwards. Very spoiled.
Payne.
Very spoiled last night. So, it was a lovely, lovely day. What about yourself? What did you get up to?
Well, actually, up at CHC was our graduation last night.
Ah.
So I got to be the MC, so I was up on stage and got to see it all. That's the best view in the house.
Yes.
But it's always special. They had all of the students, as they walk across the stage, they read a little biography about them and what they've achieved and why they're doing, what they've studied. And it's incredible.
How many students graduated last night?
There were, well, actually, at the graduation, I think we're up to about a couple of hundred students.
Wow.
If I'm reading the numbers right,
Yes.
seemed like a lot. And I could be wrong there. And so a full auditorium of families and friends all celebrating. And of course, that's a Christian college, and so there's praise and worship and prayer, and it's just a beautiful time.
Yeah, good thing.
To celebrate everyone who's finishing their degrees.
So you're hosting, you're the MC for the whole event, you're hosting?
That's right. Yeah.
You don't have to read out the students' names?
No, thankfully, the deans do all of that.
Yeah, okay.
But we do have to wear the funny gowns.
Yes.
So quite warm up there.
And the hats with the tassel on the one side. Okay, all right.
It's quite attractive.
Yeah, beautiful. Did you get to wear the hat as well?
Yeah, I have it all.
All right, we might need to pull out some photos.
No, I didn't. I was too busy to take photos.
We need to get you one that is like Vision Blue with a big Vision logo on it.
Now that would,
Sponsored.
I'm sure. Oh dear, that would be very attractive. Actually, the Vision Blue is quite pretty. So
Against all the black. Are they all black gowns? I know I've seen some that are red and purple in certain things.
Yeah, look, the executive dean, because from whatever institution you studied, you get the gown.
Yes.
And his looks like a bit like a peacock. Like it's super colourful. I was like, you have to really pick your uni based on what the gown's going to look like. I think it's going to stick around a bit.
I like it. Well, listen, stick around because we've got Tony Davenport coming in next to let us know what is making news in the newsroom. You're on Rise and Shine.
Just the right mix of things to inspire and things to make you smile. Rise and Shine with Fel DJ on Vision.
And it's exciting, DJ, because we love it when we have this guest come down from the newsroom, bring a bit of news on a Tuesday, and that is Tony.
Good morning, Tony.
Good morning.
Trustful Tony.
Tuesdays with Tony. Trust the news with Tony.
We had a good idea for
there
that.
was something Tuesday, Tony, rhyming that together with some news. We're going to get a name for your segment eventually, one of these days, mate.
Yeah.
But what's making news upstairs in the newsroom?
Well, let's go to Ireland.
Yes, I think that should be good. It's just been St. Patrick's Day, so that would be a great idea.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Now, just before St. Patrick's Day, they wanted to change the Constitution and alter definitions of family and women.
Really?
But they don't want to alter the name. Don't define man, whatever. But women, they're going out. It's so weird.
It is, and Ireland has been very, very progressive over the last 25 years or so.
Yeah.
They have passed referendums on abortion, on divorce, on same-sex marriage, even on blasphemy. Wow. And so they've had a clear run of success on referendums.
Okay.
However, they got a big message from the Irish people when they tried to change the definitions of family and women. Now, here's what the Irish Constitution says. It says, the state recognises the family as the natural, primary and fundamental unit group of society and as a moral institution possessing inalienable and imprescriptible rights, antecedent and superior to all positive law. The state pledges itself to guard with special care the institution of marriage on which the family is founded and to protect it against attack. Now, the government and all the political parties in Ireland supported this. All the mainstream media supported it. All the women's organisations supported it. They wanted to change that reference to family to whether founded on marriage or on other durable relationships. And that durable relationships was so widespread that, or so wide defining, that the people just said, don't understand it. Why do we have to change it? And the 2/3 of the Irish people said, no, we don't want that. We're quite happy with being the special care being recognised on marriage on which the family is founded.
Wow,
that's wonderful.
That is a success story, and the same with the choice about changing the definition of a woman.
Yes, this is even more amazing because the traditional definition from 1937,
Yes.
which is still in the Constitution. It says the state recognises that by her life within the home, woman, that's woman singular, not a woman, not women plural, gives to the state a support without which the common good cannot be achieved. The state shall, therefore, endeavour to ensure that mothers shall not be obliged by economic necessity to engage in labour to the neglect of their duties in the home.
Wow.
Now that's very biblical, very traditional, but the Irish government said, oh, that's old-fashioned. That's very sexist language. We've got to change that. And what they came up with was this. The state recognises that the provision of care by members of a family to one another by reason of the bonds that exist among them gives to society a support without which the common good cannot be achieved, and shall strive to support such provision. And that was just gobbledygook to most of the Irish people.
Wow.
3/4 of them said, no, we can't understand that. We do not understand it. And all the, if they'd said something like, we promise to give Irish families free childcare, we promise to allow women to have flexibility in their workplace and that sort of thing. If they'd said something specific like that, there may have been a different result. Yeah. But what they wrote was just
very
rubbish.
vague. Yeah, very vague.
Ireland still, the state still recognises that the woman in the home gives the state a support which the common good cannot achieve.
Wow.
And that mothers shall not be obliged by economic necessity to engage in labour to the neglect of their duties in the home.
So that's been held up by the vote, and also what they voted around the definition of family. That's all saying the same.
That's all been held up, and like 90-year-old definition in the Constitution still stands after the biggest referendum defeat in Irish history.
Wow.
Here we are in the studio with Tony. We're trying to remember what it was that we were thinking of.
Telling the truth with Tony on Tuesday.
Like
I like Tony's suggestion was good tidings on Tuesday with Tony. But we've got you giving us some news stories that are making news up on the desk upstairs. What's another story that we might be interested in?
Okay, well, we hate hearing about all the tragedy in Gaza. It's just awful. It's going on and on, nearly 6 months now.
Oh.
But there has been a little bit of good news come out of there, especially if you care about kids. The Israeli troops have allowed 70 orphans, Palestinian orphans, to move from their orphanage in Rafah, which is in the south of Gaza, and replace it in Bethlehem, run it there, at least temporarily until the war is over. And this is been quite significant in a humanitarian gesture by the Israelis. The orphanage is run by Germany or a German organisation called SOS Children's Village, and they had put pressure on Israel to help these kids, and eventually Israel has agreed to do so. It did so without the approval of the Israeli cabinet, because there's a few right wingers on that cabinet.
Oh, they wouldn't be happy with that at all.
They were not happy at all. They had no mercy for these kids whatsoever. They said this should never have happened.
Wow. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. You've said they moved 70. How many more orphans are left in Gaza right now?
Sadly, they reckon about 17,000.
Wow.
This is the tragedy of Gaza.
Man alive. Okay, so is there there's no future plans for the other ones, or is this hopefully the first of many that are going to be able to be moved through?
No, I don't think. I think this will be a one-off, because it related to a specific orphanage and a specific humanitarian organisation.
Okay.
At the same time, we keep forgetting that there's Christians trapped in Gaza.
Yeah.
There are Palestinian Christians trapped in two churches there. And they're surviving. They're hanging on by their fingernails, basically. Some of them died from sickness, but one's a Catholic one, one's a Greek Orthodox church, and they're still looking after these Christians there. And the reports we're getting out of those churches is that these Christians, their faith has grown during this dreadful circumstance. With war all around them. They have become stronger in their faith for Christ. And we've even heard that there's an underground church there, which no one really knows about for obvious reasons, where Muslims have come to Christ.
Yeah.
They amazingly all had the same dream, and 200 of them gave their lives to Christ and are now worshipping him in some secret place in Gaza.
Wow.
I've heard very similar reports coming out from from that area where God's definitely at work. I mean, we what we see on the news is tragic and stuff like that, and we don't want to make light of that. But God is in the work of saving these people who are in this worst time of their life. They're crying out for God, and I think God's coming through in some of these circumstances here.
And that's across all the persecuted church.
Yeah.
You hear about, I hear about the war in Yemen, which is a very anti-Christian Muslim country, and yet people are still coming to Christ. They've got war there as well.
Wow.
They're being horribly persecuted. In the camps in North Korea, they're being horribly persecuted, but their faith is still growing.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow. Tony, we love having you down here. We'll get a name for the segment eventually. We'll keep working on it. If you've got any suggestions, let us know.
Across Australia, this is Rise and Shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
Spin it or bin it. You like the boxing
nicely
bell there?
done.
Yeah, we say we put them in two artists, two songs go into a cage match here into the boxing ring. Only one of them can leave, and we're going to be doing it for the rest of the week. So you've got all week to listen and decide which song you like best. Now,
They're a bit different.
this a little bit different to what we regularly play here on Vision, and especially on Breakfast. So I need you to listen and lean into this one because we've got two Australian artists up for it here. Okay, the first group is River Movement. River Movement, if you've been to a Christian music festival over the last, I'm going to say 5 years, or a performance there, River Movement, I'm going to put my money here and say that these guys are the hardest working, touring Christian band in Australia today.
That's a big call.
I can't think of anybody else. I try to stay up on all the Christian music bands that are doing all good stuff. And River Movement, based on the Gold Coast, led by the lead singer, songwriter Jordan, aka River Jordan, and his band, River Movement. Yeah, there's the tie in there. Massively popular on festivals. And the thing that I love about them, they're incredibly ministry minded. They're out there playing any festival that will have them, secular, mainstream, whatever, country, anything
But
that's
always
open.
playing Christian content.
Always playing their Christian content, and it's a beautiful. You see them win the crowd over every time.
Okay.
Their songs are very sing-alongable. How's that for a statement? And so this is their song "Freedom," featuring Jenna Huggins on vocals. You'll hear her singing in there, and 3 minutes of River Movement here. I want you to have a listen. Lean in. Is this the song you're going to pick? The links are all up on our social media at Vision Radio. I've got the lyrics. I've got clips to this thing. I've got everything there. Very organised today. So I need you to listen in. River Movement. Is this the one you're going to get?
Yeah, freedom. We talking about freedom. Yeah. Freedom. Oh, freedom every day. Yeah. Walking in a way where you stop, stand tall, be brave. I stay. There's more for you to say. But you're finding you're deciding there's a time for you to lay low, as you don't know what to say though. Oh, you're managing to pray, yo.
That's River Movement, our first group up in the ring, and they're coming out sort of a bit
mellow.
chilled, actually.
Yeah, a bit chilly. It builds up and it chills out. Freedom is the name of the song, featuring vocalist Jenna Huggins. That is River Movement. And if you love that, well, make sure you vote for that over on our socials at Vision Radio. All the River Movement fans are going to be over there. They've built up a good following. Now, up against them. Now, this is hard because these guys are friends. These guys are friends in real life, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Wagga, all the way from Wagga Wagga, Shelley H is a beautiful, hardworking musician. He's got one foot still in the 90s for sure. Hardworking in his local Baptist church. They're doing a lot of ministry there with the crew. Okay. And he's released a new song called Count It All Joy. And for this one, River Movement pulled in Jenna Huggins on the vocals.
Yes.
For this one, Shelley H has pulled in a great rapper, a great talent called The Prophet. He's on the central coast of New South Wales. So it's two New South Welshmen coming together with Count It All Joy. This is a lot more old school rappy. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
All right, so you turn it up a little bit. You're going to be bopping onto this one. Listen to the lyrics. You'll love it. Is this the one you're going to go for on Spin It or Bin It? Let us know over at Vision Radio. This is Shelley H. Count It All Joy.
I got joy in my heart, turmoil without. It may be dark, but what it's about is ability to dig to find gold. Cause I'm told that the blessings are fivefold. I unearth worth in a panic of fear. I shovel in the trouble when the panic is here and dig for a piece of peace. My king came for the least of these, of which I'm one, and I'm set to stun when it all goes down like the setting sun. A hidden lamp still shines brightly, reflected in the ripples of my psyche. The light calls me with photons of fortitude, here to strengthen and bring blessing to all of you. I come as a gift of grace, says the voice. I'm enabled in every situation to rejoice. Counting it, we count it all joy. Counting it, we count it all joy. When we meet in trials of various kinds, sisters and brothers, don't be surprised that we're counting it.
That's Shelley H. Count It All Joy.
Love it.
With a bit of The Prophet in there.
Yeah.
And that's our other Spin It or Bin It contender in the boxing
That's
ring.
it. The two of them going up against each other. You got the band River Movement, if you love that one, with Freedom, or Shelley H and The Prophet with their track Count It All Joy. Let us know. If you already know, if you're a decisive type of person, you can let us know right now at Vision Radio on our socials, or you can wait, and for the rest of the week, you can have a listen to little pieces. You can have a think about it. Let them sort of marinate a little bit in your ears. Marinate in your mind and your heart. I don't know. Meditate. I don't know.
I think I would know straight away. If you like me and you know, just go on over and vote right now.
If you want to relax it out, we're gonna get the call on Friday. So keep on listening and watching out for that. It's this week's Spin It or Bin It.
Great conversations, fun, inspiration, and more. Rise and Shine with Fel DJ on Vision.
And I'm very excited.
Yes.
AJ Spurr is coming again to share her wisdom with us. How are you, AJ?
Doing really well, thanks.
You came back.
Yes.
As always, you look fantastic. I don't know who's your fashion coordinator here, but I think
probably herself. I think. We'll give you your own credit.
Yeah, we need you to come in and do some fashions. Fashion for us. I think it looks good. Hey, I'm excited. I got to give you a shout out here.
DJ makeover.
Yeah, a makeover. Well, I don't know. We're sort of like we got to. We're matching with greens
we
today.
We are matchy
yeah.
today.
Now I've got to give you a shout out because the wonderful Corinne and the team upstairs put out our little highlight videos and stuff like that. Put a video of you talking about reading to the kids. Sort of in our little world, it went a bit viral. A few thousand people watching it and sharing and everything like that. How cool is that?
Awesome. Well, I hope more people are reading to their kids as a result of that little piece that we had some fun recording in the studio.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Well, what are we going to be talking about today?
Well, as you know, I've been in kids ministry for 25 years.
Yes.
And recently I did something at kids church that I have never done before. And
really?
It's changed everything.
Oh, wow. That is a big call.
Well, on that, I love this. We'll keep everybody on the hook, and we'll have a little moment. We'll come back in a moment with AJ, and we'll hear about this radical transformation.
Have here with us AJ Spurr. And AJ, you left us on a bit of a cliffhanger. You said you've been in children's church 25 years. You've tried something you've never done before. My mind is boggling.
Yes.
What could it be?
Well, as you know, we're all into the Easter theme at the moment.
True.
And so I started the lesson asking the kids, if you knew today Jesus was coming back tonight and it's our last day on earth today, how would you spend it? What would you do?
Oh, okay.
Great question.
Yeah, great conversation.
Was gaming one of the answers there?
There was a little bit of going to theme parks.
Dreamworld, yeah.
Hanging out with family, hanging out with friends, hugging
McDonald's.
my pets. All the good things.
Seeing celebrities? Was there any celebrities or anything?
You know what? No.
Okay, I like that. Yeah,
Not
good.
on the top 10?
No. Because it's something that really struck me is the day Jesus knew it was his last day on earth before he died on the cross and went to heaven, he washed feet. And that just, when you think about that,
Yes.
it obviously was something really important to him. There was something that he really wanted us to resonate with in that. And I think, on Easter weekend, thousands and thousands of Australians are going to be taking communion together and praying together, which are things he did on that night before he died. How many are going to be washing feet?
Wow.
Yeah. And so I'm the sort of person, I just skim the notes before Kids Church and I'm just like, Holy Spirit, take over.
Yes.
And so the head of Kids Church came in with a bucket of water and I was like, I see what's happening here.
Yeah. So it was a surprise for you as well.
It was a surprise for me.
That's exciting.
I was like, let's do this.
Wow.
And so I said to, I have once before had my feet washed and it was the most horrifying, mortifying experience of my life because
I am not up for that.
Right. I was on beach mission and I had made the rookie mistake of buying new sandals before beach mission. So by day 2 or 3, my feet were disgusting. We're talking about pussy blisters, the works.
You are very real here.
Yeah.
Woo! I hope no one's eating breakfast. And our house leaders said, today, before we go into our kids' ministry, we're going to have a feet washing ceremony. I was like, I'm standing up. I'm going to be doing the washing. I am not having my feet washed.
I'll just be down getting a pedicure. I'll be back in a minute. See you later.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. They said, no, sit down. You are going to be one of the ones whose feet are going to be washed. And honestly, I was horrified because my feet were so disgusting. I was so embarrassed. And I watched people walk past me. No one wanted to wash my feet because, ew. But then this beautiful lady knelt down at my feet and she put a bucket in front of me. I said, no, I can't let you wash my feet. She said, let me wash your feet. It's my honour.
Oh, wow.
And she did. And I think we know that the disciples were offended by Jesus wanting to wash their feet.
Well, imagine how dirty their feet would have been.
Right, exactly.
They were walking everywhere on dirt roads.
Yeah.
So how old were you when that happened to you?
I was in my early 20s
Wow.
when that happened.
Yeah.
But this was the first time I'd been in a position to wash feet. And so I could put myself in their position, understand. And some of the boys, they said, oh, look, we've got blisters on our feet because we played soccer yesterday. I said, I don't mind. And it was just such this deeply sacred and prophetic moment of me as their teacher kneeling before them and gently washing their feet. It was just such a beautiful moment to share with them.
I'm dying to hear what the follow-up has been from that and how that's affected the youth ministry going forward after that process has come. It sounded like it was very effective for you.
Yeah.
I want to hear how it was for the kids. Let's take a quick break. Wren Collective, Hallelujah Anyway. We'll be back with AJ Spurr and find out how the feet washing actually went down afterwards on Rise and Shine.
AJ is here with us.
I'm saying everybody is on tiptoes, and I know that's a foot analogy here, but we're all eagerly waiting to hear. We've got AJ Spurr in the building with us. AJ, you're telling this is an amazing moment of when you with the Sunday school program with the kids that you're ministering to, you had a moment of foot washing, getting them thinking about Easter, Jesus' final day. You have a moment of foot washing. It was obviously a very special moment for yourself. How did it play out in the kids' lives? What's been the repercussions since then?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I wasn't sure how it would be received. And I said, look, this is completely optional. Only do it if you feel comfortable. But to my surprise, they all took their shoes off.
They're like, I'm up for this.
Yeah.
I haven't had a shower for a week, so this is how...
Get in between my toes, miss. In between my toes, please. There we go.
And the water was soapy and clean,
Beautiful.
so it was all
Well
very
done.
hygienic.
Well done.
But it really, I was quite surprised at just how awe-filled they were, and they waited patiently and for their turn. And these are grade 3 to 5, so a rambunctious and a high
age.
boy quotient in the room too. So you can imagine the kind of energy that we're. But they all just sat quietly as I washed their feet, and I think that there was this processing going on, like, wow, this is something they really appreciated. This was something really significant. And when they all sat down again and had all dried feet and putting shoes back on, I said, well, what did you learn from that experience? And one of the little girls, her family have just started coming to church. Haven't been believers, and she's on her faith journey, and she said, Servant King.
Wow. She got it straight away.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And I said, isn't that incredible? We worship the one and only ever servant king. There has been no king in the world before or since that has washed feet.
Praise
Wow.
God.
And it's for that age group, And especially if, like you said, you've got a lot of boys in the room.
Yeah.
Girls are often like, at that age, they're 10 steps ahead.
Yeah, right.
But for a young boy, having something, a practical example, something physical that they're actually watching and experiencing themselves, that's going to stay with them, like the foot washing that you experience on the beach.
I will never forget.
That's right. For many reasons there, but yes.
I love it. Well, there you go. Sunday school teachers, youth group leaders, something,
Well,
maybe
it's just
something a
we
little
could
bit
do with
different.
a family.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not putting my hand up. Kids, if you want-
But for Christmas, my middle son paid for us all to go see get pedicures. Is that on the same wavelength?
Not at all like that, actually. So there's no spiritual element there. We could get those Mother's Day gifts, the foot spas that everyone had.
Everyone
Not
goes down
quite
like
the
that.
same thing.
I love AJ. That's a real encouragement. I love your heart for youth ministry, and I love your heart for youth. And I think that's something that we can all take away, even if it's not that. What's the practical things that we can show them that they're going to be thinking about the life of Christ, especially as we come into Easter?
Yeah,
it's a beautiful example.
Yeah, well, after we had done the feet washing, we did take communion together.
Beautiful.
And so, that was obviously something really important to Jesus that night as well. And I explained, you don't have to just do it on Sunday at church.
Yes.
You can, if you're feeling afraid, if you're feeling nervous, if you're feeling upset about something, you can at any point just get a little cup of juice and a piece of bread, and you can have communion with your God at any time.
That's wonderful.
I love it, bringing it to the kids there. AJ, such a pleasure to have you in here. I wish we could have you in here for longer, but we're approaching news time very, very quickly. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, look forward to it.
Just the right mix of things to inspire and things to make you smile. Rise and shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
Fel and DJ here, and Fel, we're excited. This is it, the last double pass to give away for King and Country. We've given away, by my calculations here, I think 18 double passes.
Hasn't that been fun?
It's been amazing. Look, thank you to everybody. I really am tempted to run through everybody's name.
Well, I just feel like I want to have a little snippet from every single
Yeah,
person.
exactly. We might have to do that online there. But thank you to everybody from all the different areas where they're performing, coming together, doing a country version of For King and Country. But we've got one more double pass to give away in Adelaide. And I can see we've got someone on the line.
That's right. It's Franco on the line. Franco, I heard you've been practicing.
Yes, I have. Every time I sing this song, it's just got such an anointing on it.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's you can tell they come from good stock. These guys, that's for sure.
Good words.
All right. Well, what song are we going to do? What For King and Country song?
Love Me Like I Am.
Oh, this is it. Now, this is it. This is the grand finale. Like, if we've been putting on a country concert here for King and Country, we've had all these different performers come out all around the country, and then to sum it all up, the final act of the night is Franco from Adelaide. Are you ready to step into the spotlight, my friend?
Okay.
All right.
A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure. You take it away. Whenever you're ready, I'll hit the music and you go for it.
Okay.
All right. Take it away.
I'm a little unstable, loose wires always getting tangled now. I'm a little bit difficult, I can be a little self-critical now. I'm a little unable to put all my cards on the table now. But somehow that you're with me, it's amazing that you can lift me like I am. And even when I can't, you still love me as I am. And I don't know how you do it, and I know I'll put you through it. Yeah, it's amazing that you can love me like I am. Love me like I am.
Oh, big finish! Oh my goodness!
That was amazing.
That is a great way to finish off. Well, Franco,
What a finale.
we got to do it. We got to give you the double pass for Adelaide on the 23rd of May. You get to go along and see For King and Country. Well done, mate. That was worth it.
Oh, thank you, guys. Yeah, you reckon I'll get an Emmy award on that one? Or?
Well, there's some sort of award coming.
I reckon
for sure.
I reckon the boys are going to be pulling you up on stage for that one for sure. For sure.
Oh, mate, that's it's such a great lyrics on that song. You know, these guys. I mean, it's amazing. You know.
Awesome.
But, one question I got about these guys.
Yeah.
They made a movie, didn't they? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, the movie's coming out around the same time that they're here in Australia.
That's okay. All right, so it's coming out. Yeah,
You haven't missed it.
Yeah, it's called Unsung Hero. It's the story of their mum and dad taking them over to America when they were kids. And it's a story. It's basically a story about the mum and the dad, mostly about their mum. It's really a love letter to their mother. So, worth checking out when it comes out. Hey, Franco, stay there on the line. We'll grab your details and make sure we get these tickets out to you. But well done, buddy.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, coming up next, Franco, thank you so much for that. Coming up next, I'm excited. We're putting For King and Country in the rearview mirror because ahead of us is Easter.
That's right. We're not long to go.
Yeah, we want to hear if you have got some Easter celebrations, maybe your church or community group, school, organisation, something is doing something around Easter. Well, we need you to give us a call right now, 1-800-316-316. You know the number, you've got it programmed in your phone. Give us a call because we want you to play Saints of the Century with us in just a short moment. Need you to take on the lovely Ruth from Geelong.
She's ruthless.
She's ruthless.
No, she's really not.
She's a total sweetheart. And she's reigning supreme. Today will be round 5.
Oh, so we do need someone.
We need someone to take her on. If you think you can, knock her off the perch there, as they say, let us know.
Nicely.
Yeah, in a very nice biblical way. 1-800-316-316, Saints of the Century. You can give us a call anytime or even shoot us an email.
Well, you could, but right now, I have got a question for you, DJ.
Okay.
I noticed yesterday you don't really strike me as a reply all on office emails.
Say, yes.
And yesterday I noticed a reply all from you with like a cheery note.
Well,
it doesn't seem very DJ-esque.
No, I made a mistake. Let me just say right here, I'm not the reply all type of person, but I do need to say Microsoft Office Outlook.
Oh, you can't blame the system.
I will and I can and I am. It is not my friend. I don't understand what it's doing. I'm a Mac guy. I use Apple Mac for everything. I have forever, and everywhere, everything in this place is Microsoft, and I feel like it's all against me. Like I don't look. It was a lovely email because, and I'm sort of happy that people know the lovely Gwen, our events manager. You might know her, Gwendolyn, or Wednesdays with Gwen. She is letting us know about an event that she manages. It's the Passion Play that goes over Easter weekend on Moggara Lake, I think it is.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so basically what happened, she let everybody know, she let all the Vision staff know that tickets are selling out fast, even though they're free, they're being booked out fast. Yeah. And I had all of a sudden that memory that a husband gets where my wife has been telling me for the last month, you do have the tickets for the Moggara Passion
No, that
Play.
wasn't a good idea.
And I'm like, oh, yes, of course, I've got it all under control. And then when she said, they're running out, we've only got a few left, I was like, oh, no. So I quickly booked enough for the family, and I thought I was applying to Gwen. Apparently, I was applying to everybody.
We all know exactly now where the Payne family will be on Good Friday. It's good for that Passion Play out at Lake Moggara. There are more than just the one performance.
Yes.
So I can see that there is the 23rd, the 29th and the 30th that you can get along. And it sounds incredible. I haven't been, but I met a student up at CHC the other day who's in the play. And he was telling me that it's one of the beautiful parts of it is that the location on Lake Moggara is very similar to the Sea of Galilee.
Oh, wow.
And so it's at dusk, there's a boat, and you get that real sense of the time and where Jesus would have been walking and ministering on the earth. Isn't that cool?
I'm very, very excited. Can't wait to go out there and celebrate with the family. I've never done anything like that, taking the family to a Passion Play. So it'll be fun to see it here just up the road from where Vision Hub is. But, got me thinking, maybe there's Easter events or Easter festivals or Easter things that you're doing in the community. It might be your church. It might be a group of people. It might be a collection of churches. I reckon between now and Easter, we should be shining a spotlight
Great idea.
on what all these communities are doing. So if you've got an Easter event on and you want to sort of give it a plug on Rise and Shine, we'd love to hear from you. I'm not going to give you the email address because apparently I don't know how to run the email anymore. Fel,
reply to the whole nation.
Yeah, exactly. What's the email address?
You can email us at riseandshine@vision.org.au, or you can give us a call. We love a call.
Yeah.
1-800-316-316.
It's the best way to start your day. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. With Fel DJ on Vision.
And it's that time of the show where we hand over the reins for you to pick our swan song for the end of the show.
We call it the curtain call. All you need to do, give us a buzz, 1-800-316 and 316. What is going to be the final song we play on the show?
Well, I've got Dean from Inverell on the line. Dean, what are you after?
Life in the New Age by DeGarmo and Keith, thanks.
Oh, absolute classic. Absolute classic. What do you like this one so much?
Why do I like this one so much?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I used to go to a living skills centre. That was an activity centre and work placement place for people with mental illnesses, bipolar and schizophrenic, and all the workers were really into the New Age.
So this is a bit of a song to, sort of offset that. This is a classic one off their 1989 album, The Pledge. I remember when this came out, they actually toured Australia. Did you ever get to see them tour?
No, I never saw them live. That would have been great.
Yeah, they were.
No, I did. I tell a lie. I've got a shocking memory. Yes, I went and saw them at Homebush.
Did you see the Pledge tour? Was it this tour that you went and saw?
I'm not sure which one it was, mate. Yeah.
I think it was 1990, 91, somewhere around there they came out from memory. Someone can call up and correct us. But, all right, we'll put it on for you. Nice short one. This is Life in the New Age, DeGarmo and Keith, 1989 from the album The Pledge. Going out here for Dean from Inverell.
Thanks very much.
That was DeGarmo and Key, Life in the New Age. Going out to Dean from Inverell for our curtain call.
From 1989's The Pledge. Dean gave us a call while the song was playing and let us know that he does remember, as the song's going out, does remember the concert. He actually got a cuddle from Dana Key himself. So Eddie DeGarmo, the late, great Dana Key, sadly, passed away quite a few years ago there. But legendary musicians working together. Some people don't know this, but Eddie DeGarmo became a record label executive, and he's responsible for DC Talk and some amazing bands. He will be featured. Here's a little bit of a sneak peek, right? No spoilers. There's a movie coming out from For King and Country called Unsung Hero.
Yep.
Right?
We mentioned that.
We were mentioning it with Franco when he walked away with his last ticket. Eddie DeGarmo.
Yes.
Or at least the fictional playing Eddie DeGarmo from the 80s is in there, and because he is a pivotal person in the life of Luke and Joel Smallbone, their big sister Rebecca St. James. Eddie DeGarmo plays a crucial role there, so it's a really? It's very very interesting. They have an actor playing Eddie DeGarmo. Anyway, I won't go there. It's a great.
Have you seen the movie, DJ?
Yeah, we got to see a special pre-release last year.
Oh, a long time.
A long time. It was a rough edit of Unsung Hero, so much so that the music was not correct.
Right.
And some of the clips weren't edited properly.
Okay.
But you got the overall story of what they were doing, and cannot wait for it to be released when the guys are out here doing the For King and Country tour. You get to see a bit of the film as well, the backstory what made them who they are.
Very special.
It is special. Something else that is special is us getting out here. Ready to go. How's that? We're getting out of here. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. We'll be back here tomorrow. And tomorrow, it's all about
Easter. And we want to know if you've got Easter events happening near you. We'd love to give them a shout out. So send us an email, give us a call, but we'd love to hear from you. Exactly. You know what to do. Shoot us an email, give us a call if you've got an Easter event. That's enough from us. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.